Hello and welcome to the new Power BI tutorial video. In this tutorial video, I want to show you something which we recently faced about showing only specific value, that is starting with a specific name. In this case, the name was starting with ACCO. So we had the thousands of lists, but we were creating a dashboard where we wanted to just show the output or the slicer which is specific to a particular product like ACCO. So and we try to make it a little bit dynamic so that tomorrow if something else is coming, then we should be able to do it, right? So one of the ways is what you have is you can basically work directly with the filters. So what I mean by that is, for example, let me try to create a new one. What I'll do is I'll create a slicer, and in this slicer let me add a product. Where are you? Product name, here you are, right? You have product name. Over here also you can come and you can enable search, right? First thing is you can basically say ACCO. As you do that, you get the ACCO along with that. That means the list that I am getting, right? But if I say I want to get something starting with CC, specific to my requirement that it should start with CC, then basically what it does is it gives everything wherever it can find CC, right? That's the problem in case if that's what your requirement is. Also over here, when this is selected in the filters, you have product names, right? You can basically have the product name opened up over here. You have the basic filter, but you have the advanced filtering option as well, and you have the things like starts with. And here also we can basically say ACCO and say apply filter, and we get everything similar to what we are getting it over here. Then what is the difference? The difference is how we can do it programmatically, because this is something which is fixed, but programmatically means you can use it over here in the apply filter like we were doing it, or anywhere else where this particular situation is required. So I want to show you with the help of DAX how you can do that, and with the visual configuration like we just did it over here. Okay, so with that, first thing first is what we need is basically a measure, and our measure name is basically input. I will give 2 because 1 I have already created, and in this case again I will just try to give it ACCO. That means as a programmer or as a developer, if my requirements are changing, then I can come over here and I can change it, and wherever this configuration is needed, either in the slicer or in the visual or anywhere, it will be changed. That's the optimization we get rather than changing each visual one by one in the visualization, right? So that's one. And once we have the visual, then we basically have to apply it into the, or when we have the text, we have to apply it in the new measure by clicking on the new measure. Now we have to create one more measure, text flag, and what we will going to do that, we will say if, sorry, not input, if, alt enter, and we will call it variable A. In this case we will get the length of the input, right? Because we want to know how long the character is. Then we will do it variable B, and in this case we will use the function which is called text, and text is basically our product name. So but what we will going to use it within the max function and the product name, right? And then from this how many number of characters we want, which we have already specified in the column A, right? So what it does is basically it tells us that okay, from the first 3 characters based on the length of input what we have provided, you need to give us the output, and then based on whatever we have specified, we basically get the output depends on what we have specified in the measure. So last but not the least is return, and in the return we need to simply say that that if my input is equals to the B, that means whatever it has specified from those number of characters, then 1, otherwise 0, or whatever configuration we want. Yeah, and one thing is we don't have to use if over here, but over here I incorrectly specified it over here. So Again, I will repeat it, that you have the length of input, then ACCO basically 4, then you come over here and you specify the text, which is the product name, and you basically say that okay, you need 4 characters from that, and then those 4 characters, if it is matching with the input, then only give it, right, the output. Okay, so we'll just click OK, and then over here we have the we will create one quick new slicer, again with similar type of configuration, where we have the product name, right, and then we will simply search for the text flag, and text flag I will put it over here, and I will say is 1. That means show it only when it is true, and click apply. And what you get is basically the ACCO wherever the ACCO is present, right? Other than that, if you want to change, the only benefit is that over here, if I just remove this and show you all the values, let's say you tomorrow a new requirement is coming that you have done the slicer configuration, visualization configuration and whatnot, but tomorrow if a new requirement is coming where you need everything that is related to Bevis, PEVIS, you just have to configure it once. So maybe in the new page, right, maybe the new slicer or new visual, whatever, we are showing this slicer, but it can be anything. You just have to make the change one time over here in the product, or even if over here also. Why we don't have to even create this one, we just have to simply specify what is that, maybe something related to, let me find something interesting, Bevis is fine, okay, input 2, and Bevis is something which I can write, right, change once, and you know our information will going to change as per our needs. So what we have specified is Bevis over here. Where did I specify input or input 2? Input 2, yes. And let me see, text flag, where is my text flag? I think I made just one incorrect, that it is input 2. Input 2 and max product name, and then let's see if it gives us the output. No, it is not giving us the output. Our text flag is 1. The only thing we have to check is whether in the input 2 we have the BEVIS as the, or it is different. If it will be different, then it will not show us the values that are starting with the BEVIS. Ideally it should show us. We have to quickly debug as to why this is not giving, and debugging is also very interesting. So first thing first is I will come over here. Glad that it has come and we can debug this. What we have is text flag, right? And we can add the text flag. What it is returning is 0. That means it could not identify, right? So what we have, again the text flag, right, over here. So what we are returning is this. So I will press Alt Enter. I will press 2- for this coding, because what I'm doing is commenting, and we will say return A. Okay. So first thing first, what it is returning is, okay, it is 5 characters, right? Then B, we are returning what we are getting it from the 5 characters over here, and B is also basically saying that the same thing. And if you will see over here, the mistake or the issue I have identified, that here also it should be input 2, not the input 1, otherwise it will never give. So because I had the 2 field with the same name, that's why the issue came in. Otherwise, if you will see, the configuration will work. So why I am showing this, like I said, if you need to make any change, your change management will become very easy, because wherever you have done the configuration, you just have to change the characters. Rest other visual configuration, you don't have to change it one by one if you are going by this way. So this is an efficient way of how you can create product specific report, product specific, or anything which require the text filtration, which you can do it once and then configure in every visualization. So tomorrow if something is changing, change it once in the field and all the places your values will change. So I hope you found it useful, and now I'll meet you in the new video with a new topic.